Coming to Vienna. So let's discover together with Eva Kail how Vienna became a European model in terms of gender mainstreaming.
Vienna is the fastest growing city in Central Europe. So we have last year there were 43,000 people coming to Vienna, so this is really a real challenge for the whole administration, how to handle it. And therefore we have also a need about new urban development zones, and now we're really trying to install also on the urbanistic level this gender aspect. So it's very simple, but really difficult, for example, that you really have enough green areas, and in a proper, not only the quantity, but also the shape and the placement, and also we have these large schools now, and then they have enough open areas also, and this is rather in a very tense situation. You really have to fight for it, and so we are trying to install this, and also this mobility, this new mobility pattern concepts, which are really also very, from a gender aspect, very important to force biking and public transport and walking and reducing motorized traffic. And so this is now my specific involvement now, and because on very concrete details it's easier to show the gender aspects, and the urbanistic discussion is more abstract, but I think it's very important because we have given a specific branding to our gender planning. Since the pilot district, we call it fair shared city, and I think that's already the message. It's a fair share of space, it's a fair share of money, it's a fair share of time if you're considering traffic lights or paid, unpaid work. And I think all this was really only possible because we really had a good have a good political support. So it's really a political topic in the city of Vienna, because because gender mainstreaming, I think it's both. It's a top-down process and a bottom-up. It's bottom-up, the local everyday life experience, and that a lot of people contribute to new knowledge or new topics, but you really also need this top-down support and the political will, which is really essential. Because we on the planning level, I think politicians are dependent on good proposals and technical solutions, so we always try to be very practical in our work, and I think which was also estimated, as there was a feedback that we are producing not so much ideology but very practical tools, and I think if you can show it's possible and you can make photographs and people can see that it works, it's encouraging. But the politicians are the ones who give the money, who give the personnel, who give the support, and I think this is really essential. I always tried in my work and to make it the starting point, and I think this is really useful to start every time, is really to be very open-minded to the everyday life patterns, because different people have different everyday lives, and really to be open-minded and also to watch people what they are doing, because very often if you ask them they tell you something, but if you watch them then that also can make a difference. So really to have to stick on this curiosity and to be really open-minded on people's need. And if you and to define first the needs of different groups, because architects and planners, they are very convinced that they know what is good for everybody, because that's their professional understanding, that they know it, but to see that different people need different things, and then you also have, because you always have these target conflicts, because you cannot satisfy every need, and to be conscious and always to check what needs you can take into considerations and what needs you have to neglect, and then really to say, and is this really now a fair decision? I think this is a very important attitude for satisfying planning.